Flaws are often framed as a bad thing. We often read that flaws can make you less attractive and that you should try to work and fix them. The problem with this is that we all have flaws and they are something that makes us unique. Now, girls love it when men have something unique about them, and it often makes them much more attracted to that person. It's important that you don't try and get rid of or change all of your flaws just because you think that it will make you more attracted to the ladies. You might just need to think about them and think, how can I use this flaw and make it one of my strengths? So today's video, I'm going to tell you about some of the flaws that actually make you more attractive. You might have some of these flaws already, or it might inspire you to think about the ones that you do have very differently. Let's dive straight in, like and subscribe. You get really obsessed with things. The first flaw is that you get obsessed with things really easily. Having an obsessive personality can be a negative thing because you can get easily addicted to things like drugs, alcohol, and gambling. On the flip side though, it can make you really successful and actually make you a very exciting person to be around. You, for example, might get obsessed with different hobbies all at the same time. One moment you love making candles and then the next you're collecting garden tools. You jump from hobby to hobby, but when you are interested in just solely one of them, it's all you can think about and all you can focus on. Now, the same goes to your career. People who have obsessive personalities often find themselves working in a career that they love. They might know from a very early age that they love something and that's what they want to do. So they work incredibly hard to achieve it, no matter what cost. In the end, they find themselves doing the career that they have always wanted to do. They also make great employees because they are obsessed with their job and they work really hard. Other people find this drive really attractive and they often feed off your energy, which in turn helps them to become more successful. So although people may say things to you like, "Oh, you're just so obsessive," reframe it in your head and think instead, "Actually, I'm very passionate." Sometimes you overshare. People who overshare tend to be quite nervous people. You might be in a room and it falls silent and you can't stand that silence, so you start telling a story to everyone about your weekend. Now, you might think it's a nice story to tell, but to them it's a little bit weird, it's oversharing, and they would rather just not hear it. Another example is that you are meeting a girl for the first time on a date. Within the first 5 minutes, she knows everything about you. Not because she picked it up from your body language, but because you told her everything. Although this can sometimes make people feel awkward, it actually makes you seem like a more approachable, honest person, which is something other people find really attractive. If you overshare at the right moment, you might instantly make someone feel better about things they are going through. You are actually a better friend and partner because of it. You lean on people to help you achieve your goals. If you have a list of goals that you want to achieve, then great. You know that once you have achieved those goals, you will be a completely different person. You might be more successful in your career, or you might just be more happy in your personal life. Either way, it is very important to you that you achieve these goals. However, you are not the type of person who can do something like this alone. You need the help of other people around you. Maybe it's your boss, or maybe it's a friend who you can run a marathon with. Either way, you need to lean on others to help you achieve your goals, and this is actually very attractive because when you lean on someone to help you to achieve your goals, you are also helping that other person achieve their goals too. If someone helps you to train and run for a marathon and then they run with you, well, they've achieved some fitness-related goal that they have. If your boss helps you at work, you are helping him achieve his goal or being a better boss overall. When we rely on people to help us achieve our goals, we lift them up as well. You gossip. Okay, so this is not the best flaw to have. Gossiping is looked upon as quite a negative thing to do, yet we all do it. You might be labelled a gossip and perhaps people stop telling you things which might make you feel very isolated and down. Gossiping is not always a bad thing though. It can bring friends closer together or make you the source of knowledge in the isolated village you live in. Plus, girls love to gossip, so if you can tell someone that you are dating a slice of gossip, well, she's gonna be hooked. Sure, it might not be the best flaw, but it is one that you can use to your advantage, and it can make you more attractive in other people's eyes. You stand up for yourself. You never let people walk all over you. You tell it like it is, and you always stand up for yourself. Maybe your parents raised you this way, or you had to be like this from a young age. This flaw is often framed in a negative way, but it's actually a hugely positive trait to have. It makes you a strong person, and it means that you will never be taken advantage of. You can live your life authentically as yourself, because if anyone questions you, well, you're going to put them in their place. Remember that you are very strong, because a lot of people can never stand up for themselves. This strength is very attractive, and the right person will understand that. You like to take things slow. Whether it is in a relationship or a task that you are completing, you like to take things slow. You don't see the need in rushing through life, and sometimes people can find this frustrating. You always go at your own pace and don't feel the need to get to the finishing line first. This often means that your work is of a lot higher standard than those that rush through and just get to it first. The same goes for when you are dating someone. You don't want to rush to boyfriend status. You should rather enjoy the dating stage and just let the rest come naturally. This means that your relationships are often a lot healthier and they last a lot longer because you didn't rush it. This is actually a great flaw to have, because it means that you get to live your life on your terms and you don't spend it correcting your mistakes. You get embarrassed easily. Some people, believe this or not, never get embarrassed. They trip over something and simply keep on walking. Whereas you could stand still for a moment, look around to see if anyone saw, and you can feel yourself starting to blush red and getting a little bit clammy. Sure, this is not ideal, but what it actually means is that you do a lot of things subconsciously to stop yourself from getting embarrassed. Our brains recognize thoughts and feelings that we don't like and that makes us stressed. It tries to stop these from happening over and over again, so it subconsciously makes us behave in a different way. If you get embarrassed easily, you might be more risk averse and you might not be the first to speak in a room. When you do speak, you speak carefully and think about what you say. Although in your head, you might be thinking, don't embarrass yourself. In other people's eyes, you are sensible and very well put together. This is something that people find really attractive and don't see it as a flaw. You are clumsy. Do you find yourself always dropping plates and knives and forks, tripping over, knocking things over in a shop? Yes, you might be clumsy, but girls find clumsy guys kind of cute and funny. Often when you are clumsy, you just laugh off the situation, which makes you a fun person to be around, and people like this about you. It's less of a flaw and more of a uniqueness that others find fun. You are always honest. You can't help it, you say it how it is, and you are always honest. When someone asks you if you like their outfit, you tell them honestly what you think. Some people find this hard to be around because they think it's a harsh reality, but really it's just you telling the truth. Not everyone might like this, but you don't need to please everyone. Those that are supposed to be your friends and dating partners will find it very attractive and useful to be around. There you go, we've reached the end of the video. I really hope this video helped. Leave your comments down below if you feel I've missed something from today's video. And one more thing, if you want to get your name rolling up like these people's names just here, then all you have to do is click the link in the description bar to find out a little bit more. Have an amazing day, like and subscribe. See you soon.